hello, all my machine heads, and welcome back to the Realistic Farming channel for Farming Simulator 22, where we use real tractors, we use real equipment, we have realistic tutorials, and we have a real lot of fun. Yay! We are back here on St Kalle for episode number 4. I'm standing in front of my brother as usual, since if you look up in the left-hand corner, it is Saturday. That's my brother and I's day. So we've got a lot planned, and I'm going to turn it over to him and let him do his intro, and then he can let you know what we got going on, and we're going to get busy. So here you go, guys. Take it away, brother.
All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the farm. I hope you enjoy this series where there's going to be a whole lot of laughs, and there's going to be a whole lot of fun, and a whole lot of realistic farming. So let's get started. So today we're going to finish up seeding. If you can tell, we got us some new seeders. Mm-hmm. What'd you say these are called?
Air seeders.
Air seeders.
Yep, they spread just like a salt spreader, basically. All they do is they literally spread the seed right on the ground. Now, normally, you would go through and you would roll it afterwards and squish the seed down into the ground. That's how it works. But because we aren't going to roll and we've cultivated, we've done everything, we're just going to spread it on top, and that's what we're going to do. All right.
I'm excited to use them. I've never seen these used before.
I'm going to head up to my field that I was working on. He's going to head down to his. When we're done, I think we're going to mow. I think I'll let Gutterball mow, and we're going to split. I'll show you as we drive by it. I wish these tractors had passenger mods in them.
I know.
This field right here we own. Let me get out of the trees so you guys can see. I'm showing them the inside of the tree. Gutterball is going to split this in half. We're going to do half hay and half silage. And then we'll go through the rounds of getting it fertilized, limed, the whole 9 yards. And that's it. And after that, I think we're going to either do contracts or we'll buy another field. Because what we did, if you can see up in the right-hand corner, we do have $120,000. But that's only because we sold the other seeders. These ones are extremely cheap. They're only 6,000. Oh, there we go. I got to find out where I'm at. But wait till you use these, Gutterball. You'll be able to see where you're going. It's really nice.
Yeah, we haven't made up our minds yet either, because we did have to take out that loan for that one seeder, so we're not sure if we're going to pay some of that back.
Oh, I forgot. You got to set your cruise control. I forgot.
Yep.
I forgot. I was going 24 miles an hour. I'm going to go 6. There we go. Whoops. Turn this on.
That might be a little quick for seeding.
Yeah, really. There's 6 miles an hour. Seems about right for this. I've never, ever used one of these. I told Gutterball I actually had to research it to make sure they were real, and they are. I would imagine back in the day that's how they did it before they had all the technology, because this only really runs on a PTO, and that's it.
I bet this was interesting to use these, like, when it's windy out.
Oh, my gosh. I'm just thinking to myself, you had to have, like, the perfect day. It's
right.
Like, you know what I mean? If you didn't have the perfect day, isn't it nice to be able to see where you're going?
Right.
Like, if it was windy or rainy, you would think it would just wash away.
Right.
But I don't know. They used them for years and years and years from what I researched.
Yeah, it is a little easier to see where you are.
Yeah, it's weird how it does it. But yet, when you're using a cultivator, one with a I couldn't see a darn thing. I kept,
Right.
But you see at 6 miles an hour, it doesn't use a lot of seed.
No, it hasn't yet.
So how is everybody doing today? Or what do you guys got going on in your farms? Gutterball and I love to hear about it. We love to see the comments. Make sure you're letting us know, because we do read every comment. We really, really do. Between me and Gutterball, we really do.
Yep. We keep tabs on it. I try to comment. This week I've kind of been, I've been down and out, so I ain't been too much into conversations.
Yeah, because normally on a Friday and Saturday, everybody, like him and I, our messages are bling, 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 bling constantly. And I just kind of gave him his space. I said, no, I just want him to get better. And I didn't bother him, and I just want him to have his own space. Well, and it's not just him either. His wife's sick, too. So, poor her, Mrs. Gutterball, my prayers go out to you as well. We want you to feel better, because I know she'll watch this.
She don't feel good, but yet she's got a big old baby, me.
Yeah.
That's sick, too, so she's got her hands full right now.
That's what I was telling you when I... Now, what's funny is, remember last night I was spreading at 40-something seeds or whatever? This only spreads at 14. So, I don't know.
Yeah, that's weird. I'm doing 10.
Oh, yeah, I'm doing 14 on mine. Well, it says M2, so I'm assuming 14... It's actually 28 seeds. Because if you literally only threw 14 seeds down on the ground, you'd get all kinds of...
Right.
Like, I mean, is this the most efficient way to do things? You would think not, because it's literally just spreading it all over the ground. But, I mean, back in the day before they had technology, they just cover the field in whatever they wanted to cover it in. There, I am done.
Right.
My field is done. Do you want me to come down and help you? How much more do you got done to do?
Yeah, I'm about half done with it.
All right, I'll head down there and I'll help you.
If you want to come down, you can. If not,
sweet.
Whatever.
Yep, my field's done, and let's see what states we give us. I'll read you off some numbers. I got 6 out of 6 for pH and 40 out of 100 for nitrogen. It says it's light green.
Fertilize it. Should
we spread more manure on it? What's the...
Well, we can. I mean,
the nitrogen.
Why don't we wait till the first growth state?
Okay. Yep. Okay. We'll do. Let's go down and help him finish up, and then we can both start. If he starts mowing, then I'll start tedding one side of it, and then when he's done and I'm done, I'll windrow it, and then I'll go to the other side and windrow the other side, because we do have a windrower, right? I think so.
Yeah, I believe so.
And we decided to plant, or shall we say, blow the seed on now, technically, sorghum for our chickens, because we have found out with many experiences, when your chickens get full, they eat a lot of food. So, I went the complete wrong way again. It's okay. It's not like I haven't been on this since yesterday.
Right.
Hashtag blame Fury. It's okay. It's okay. It's crazy. I love this. I look so forward to every single weekend.
Well, it's nice because you're not on here by yourself.
I was
And
telling...
we do have a lot of laughs and a lot of fun on here together.
Yeah. I was telling another farm sim person today that, you get stuck talking to yourself and you think you're going insane because all you're doing is talking to yourself.
Right.
Oh, I did it again. I'm so used to just going. So, it is. You just got to be careful with this thing. I will say the mod is done pretty well. It's pretty simple, which is exactly what it's supposed to be. But it doesn't have the ability to change the work speed. You're going however fast your tractor wants to go. So, for those of you who are super fast farmers, go ahead. Use this away. But for those of us that are realistic, we have to use our cruise control. Now,
I'm glad you forgot and said something because I know I would have the minute I got on the field.
Yep.
One little strip left, and you should be able to cover that. I'll head back and start
mowing.
The mowing.
Okay. Get out of your way. It's nice because it actually, you can actually see with this thing. It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not weird. You're supposed to be able to see.
But it is. It's that cedar, man. I had a hard time.
Oh.
I know I was overlapping a lot.
My
'cause I couldn't see.
same as
squat.
mine. It was almost miserable. You couldn't really see, but now we've got a reason to cultivate. So if you, I mean, I don't want to because I don't like rolling. But if we have to, we can turn on rolling and roll this in. But you're not going to be able to see because it's the same texture.
Right.
So I say we just use it and let it wing. I do like this little mod, though. I do like it. For real.
Yeah, it did good. I mean, I didn't even, I used 51 or 151 seed.
774. I'll be at 70 when I'm done. So 770, 130 I used. And there we go. Now we can speed back to the farm. We are ready. I'll give you some numbers. Ooh, here's another one. pH is 6.1 out of 6.7. And nitrogen's only 80. So next month, when we get done next month and it sprouts, we'll spread more manure on it.
Right.
Because I can deal with the 6. Well, see, some of it is perfect, though. The pH is perfect on some of it, and some of it's not. It wasn't on my field, too. It was weird. I think that's what you get when you get loam, right? You just get a weird...
Well, it's when you first get that, you know, this is the, second harvest? Well, our first harvest we put in.
Right.
So...
Right.
The more we fertilize it and all that, the more stable it'll get.
Well, yeah, eventually it'll be, like, perfect on both ends. And I figured that way, if we just keep, for the first couple harvests, just keep buying manure, and eventually we'll have enough built up to where we can go through our fields. Because it will only use it for precision with how much you use, correct? Like, if the pH is good, it'll only spread it just a little bit.
Right.
That's why I love precision farming. Love, love, love it. Nice. And these are much easier to store, aren't they? In the barn.
Yeah. Take hardly any space.
Yeah.
All right. Where's the mower?
In the far barn, next to the chicken coop.
I don't think we're going to be able to use that front mount, bud.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. So we don't have front mounts on our tractor. That's okay. We'll have it for when we want to. Remember, the Fent has a front mower on it, but that's our yard tractor.
Right.
We'll have it if we ever want to upgrade. We're not going to sell it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because there's too many times that I've gotten caught up in selling stuff thinking I don't need it, and 20 minutes later I need it.
Right.
I'm tedding, right? First.
Whichever you want to do, we need hay and silage, so.
Okay. I'll ted first. Give me something to do. I haven't tedded in a while. Look at that is a screenshot. Give me 1 second. Yes. With your name and then my tractor and yours the exact same distance. Perfect. All right, I got that screenshot out of the way. Now, I got a question. Do you think that chicken barn is too close to the barn itself to spawn eggs? I don't know. I took the weight. I had the weight in there. Unless they don't spawn inside, do they? Oh, they spawn over here. Oh my gosh. Never mind. Holy cow. My fault. I didn't even need to move the weight. I could have put the weight back. We got 683. Almost a pallet there of eggs. And I think you're at almost a pallet too.
Cool, so they're both doing it now.
Yeah, it's on the other side though. I don't know why in the menu it doesn't tell you that, but there's a screenshot again, too, with both of us. Ah, that's great. So, but that's a nice little mower. I mean, that's 3 meters wide.
Right.
I figured you got it set up on yours where you want to go halfway. Are you going to go half the long way?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll let you get a couple passes before I start tedding it. Man, these little IMT tractors are amazing. The little fan works on them. I haven't had a single problem with horsepower.
He did a heck of a job. He did a heck of a job with it.
I haven't had a single problem with horsepower since we upgraded. Have you? Yeah. And it's only, what, 210, right, is what we went?
Yeah.
Nice.
210, 214.
Nice. And how's our cows Rooney doing? This is great. This is... Well, we got 6,354 slurry. We're getting some manure. That's good. 66. We got... What do we use? About... On my fields, on my personal Let's Play, I use about 30,000 with my side spreader for an 8-acre field. That's what I used. So, I don't know how big this field is. This field is grass. It doesn't say... I expected it to be like a field size, but it just says grass. That's it. Oh, my Lord. That's awesome. That's great. And the old Fury saying that was fantastic. This one's only 3.51 acres, so I'll bet you I only need about 15,000 manure.
Probably.
And if you figure 2 tanks, even 30,000 per field, that's not bad. All right.
So, I mean, once we get this first year in, I think we'll be sitting pretty good as far as manure goes.
Yeah. The only time we'll start running out is when we, ooh, I can't, that's a rock there, by the way. I tried to go through. Yeah, the only time is when we buy a new field and then we start using more than what we thought. But remember, too, we've got that other pen down there that holds 200. So I don't think we're going to have to even add another pen. Now, this section here, everybody, I think Gutterball's going to work. We've decided we want to clear this out and extend our grass field is what we want to do, right?
Yeah, when winter comes, we'll work on getting them trees cut out of there and getting it, extending this grass field out.
Yep. And what we got to do is we
get like 50 bales out of the one field with that.
Now,
trees taken out.
The only thing is, if you guys remember back to episode 1, these oak trees and these other trees, we're just going to delete them. We're not playing that game. So we've already explained that in the first episode. The pine trees or spruce trees, we're going to cut them up, put them on our flatbed, and take them down and sell them, or take them to our sawmill. And
right.
No, because we can't have factories.
There's one on here.
Okay.
That we can take it to and sell.
Okay. And then that's it. And then how many bales did you say you added by doing that?
I think I added, it's like 10 or 15 more.
Hey,
that I added.
That's food.
Yep.
That's food for the cows. Let me...
Well, I didn't divide this very well.
Probably still better than what I did.
Blame it on the COVID.
That's it. At least I didn't blame it on the rain. Wasn't that a Milli Vanilli song?
Yeah.
Blame it on the rain. Told you guys. People call us nuts. People call us insane. But the one thing they'll never call us is boring.
This is true. Because if you call us boring, you better check yourself.
Yep. Absolutely, because we're...
And you ain't listening very well.
I do know that I think you can TED at a little bit faster than that. I hear him.
Yeah, what should I be mowing at?
About between 5 and 6. So you'll go to the 6 and then just drop it 1. Because that's about
'cause when I went in school, 6 minus 1 is 5.
And in Fury's world, 6 minus 1 is 4. So we're even.
Well, that's that New York math.
That's it. You live in New York, they don't teach you that special math like they do in Ohio. They teach you the 5 minus 1 is 4. No, they teach 5 minus 1 or 6. I got it all screwed up. 6 minus 1
we
is.
knew what you meant.
Hashtag blame it on Fury.
Yep.
That's all good.
Getting confused here.
Did you see on my video where I was like, get it? I was going up the hill. I was stuck. Then the next time I went up it, I got a running start. I'm like, I'm not doing that again. No, you split this about 3/4 to 1/4. But in your math, that works.
Right. All comes out to a whole, right?
That's it. It's like I always tell my wife, don't make pie in this house because 3/4 of it's mine and only 1 slice is yours.
Right.
That's the way it works.
Pie charts don't work with me. I eat till I'm full.
Oh, she made lasagna today. Oh my gosh, it's like it was amazing. But this, as everything else is getting so expensive. She said the ricotta was like $5. When it's normally like 2, but that's a discussion for a different day. But it's just it's crazy. You can't even feed your family anymore. But
no, man, like when I had my kids and on my second marriage, there was 8 of us at home. I could not imagine trying to feed that many mouths.
Nope, we can't do it. But like we said, that's a discussion for another day. We'll let that one. We'll let that dog lie. We may have to shoot it, but we'll let it lie. I'll tell you that stupid. He's not stupid. I can't call my dog stupid because he's old. He's 17 now, and he's just, which is very old for a dog. But he's crotchety,
right.
And between him and I, we fight over who sits on the couch. We fight over who sits in the recliner. It's crazy. And last night I was telling Gutterball, he went out and we were getting ready to record, and we always go out and get our dogs all set and all that stuff before we actually get recording. And he goes and starts chasing deer and stuff like that. And I'm like, really? So he didn't get a treat last night.
Now ours, the minute the wife gets off the couch,
he's jumping on it.
He runs over there and jumps right in her spot.
When he was younger, he would fight us for seats, but now we just let him sit where he wants, and I go to a different seat. I figured at 17, he's got to be 100 and something years old.
Right.
He's had a rough time ever since he jumped off the tractor that time and broke his hips. It's just been a rough time for him, but he's getting along now. He walks like an old John Wayne character, though. Like an old cowboy, because he's bow-legged now because the vet said that he would never, ever, ever, ever get better. It was a permanent thing now.
Right.
And when a dog, I guess, displaces their hips, there's nothing they can do.
Right.
So we give him his hip medicine, dude. It's like $150 for freaking a month.
Yeah.
But that's, what? And I said to the doctor, I said, well, or the vet, I said, will he live at least a somewhat quality life? He's like, yeah, he'll get around. And he'll just have to learn to walk funny, but he'll be fine. There's, like I said, he does. He walks like...
They adapt really well.
Yeah, he walks like the old cowboys when they got off a horse. But
right.
I laugh at him. I call him my old cowboy now. It's pretty funny. So, but we're doing well here. Like I said, we're just doing this right, and we're not in a hurry to make money. We're here to have fun. We're here to hang out with you guys and hang out with each other and enjoy each other's company, enjoy your guys' company, and we're not pressing to make a bunch of money. If I want to do that, I'll go on my logging map. I'll make tons of money to get it out of my system.
That's why we talked about it, and it's called Farm Simulator.
Yep.
So all farmers make a living off of their fields and or animals.
Yep.
So that's what we're going to do from now on.
Yep.
It's all going to be off of the fields and animals.
So what he means, guys, is, and gals, and anybody else who's watching this, just be aware that all our series going forward will be like this. We probably won't go to too many bigger maps, but we will go eventually to a medium-sized map just so we can experience just a little bigger equipment.
Right.
You know, and we'll try to alternate, but going forward, that's the direction that him and I have decided that our channel is going to go. And that's it. On my series, as you saw on Thornton, I'm playing it. I'm not even changing anything. I put the chicken pen exactly where they had theirs.
Right.
So I'm playing it as the author intended. And that's it.
Well, we went with the smaller map, too, because of the realistic speeds.
Yep.
You know, I haven't done it before, and I needed a chance to see if I like it. I guarantee if we went to a bigger field,
you would have
never got me back. You would have never got me back on realistic speeds.
Yeah, and I was worried about that because I thought, well, I don't want to go, but this is perfect because the fields, believe it or not, are not they're small compared to what we're used to, but they're not tiny by no means.
No.
Now that what was it called? European countryside, they were tiny. They were like half an acre apiece.
Right.
Now, do you play your personal Let's Plays realistic, or do you go game speeds?
Nope, I'm playing those realistic, too.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, I don't want to tempt myself. If
Yeah,
I'm
me
gonna
too.
Do it, I'm going to do it everywhere I play, so...
Well, I don't think, to be honest, I don't think that I've used anything but slurry or manure in the last four or five Let's Plays. I don't think I've used commercial fertilizer in a long time. Because I found out, like you guys saw in the video that I just posted, manure is cheap. Now, yes, you go through it very quickly compared to solid fertilizer, but when I'm only spending $300 for 15,000 liters of manure, and I'm going 10 meters wide, that's cheap.
Right.
I did a whole field on my personal Let's Play on Thornton Valley, 8-acre field for like less than $1,000. Now, if you try to buy the commercial fertilizer, you're going to spend more than $1,000.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's like $2,000, isn't it?
Something like that, yeah.
But I think
I'm undoing some of the tedding you did.
What's that? You want Ted?
I'm undoing some of the tedding you did.
Oh, that's okay.
When I run over what you tedded, it turns it back over.
Oh, does it? Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, but the nice thing about it, though, is this tedder is quite a bit wider than your mower. I think this is 8 meters, and you only have 3, so I can reach it.
Right.
Eventually, we're going to have to. We're going to have to practice and get used to Maize Plus. So
why do we have to?
We don't have to do anything, but I'd like to, because in that one you have to TED 3 times, which is realistic.
Yeah,
like, the only thing I don't like about it is what it does with the animals.
Right.
It makes them eat like 14 times more than what it should.
Right.
But, you know, we don't have to do anything. That was a miss.
I tried it, what was it, 19 was when that came out?
Yeah.
I didn't like it.
I didn't either.
But I didn't really understand it, though, either.
Well, the other thing that we could do is, to be realistic, is you TED it, then you let it sit for a couple hours, and you come back and you could TED it again. It won't hurt anything.
Right.
You know? So that way we could still be realistic, because in real life what you would do is you'd mow about this time in the afternoon. Well, you could start about noon after the dew burns off. And you can mow, and you would mow, and then someone else would come and TED it, and then they would let it go for 2-3 hours. You'd come back, TED it again. Then you'd come back the next day and TED it one last time before you actually picked it up, because you got to have that crap totally dry. And to me, dry hay resembles straw.
It does. It does.
All right, I'll let you get a little bit. Now, see how this is working, though, guys? Is even with a 3-meter mower, we're getting stuff done. I mean, you can still mow a lot. So the misconception, I had someone DM me today, and they said, I don't understand how you can use such small equipment. You don't get anything done. Have you watched any of our series? I just laugh.
We get quite a bit done. Granted, there is 2 of us, but...
I mean, even on mine, I mean, think about...
Yeah.
I'm 5 hours in, but I'm doing every single step that there possibly could. You know, I've still...
Right.
I've got to, I think I'm just seeding next, which I'm going to use that new seeder.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah. I do like your lime spreader better, though, the one you got. You got us that lime spreader, and it does work better because I limed my field with it on my Let's Play, and I loved it. I just absolutely loved it.
Well, that's what they use around here. So to me, it's realistic.
Yeah, 100%. And like we talked about, and we like, you know, what you guys have probably heard me say it 100 times already. This series is very democratic. We literally talk about stuff, and we usually come to some sort of compromise. Like he gets to use his favorite equipment, I get to use mine. And if we disagree, we usually just get 2 separate pieces of equipment. That's how it works.
Right.
But there is no, it's my Let's Play, it's his Let's Play, it's our Let's Play. So that's what I really, really love, because I have yet to find anybody to play with that does it that way. Usually they're like, well, I got to use this and I got to use that. And it's just nice.
Just dead set their way. And it's like,
Yep. I figured I'd give you some space so you can mow that little section without having me stuck up your butt. But this is how it would work. Like when my brother-in-law, before he was my brother-in-law, was working on the farm, he was working for Dad before he met my sister. Whatever. I'm not going to get into that because that's a movie script right there in itself.
That's a country song there.
Oh, it's not only a country song, it's a country song played backwards. But you know what? Him and my sister have been married 43 years now, so who am I? You know what I mean? So who am I? But anyways, the whole point of that story was it was my dad, me, and my brother-in-law Dave who this is what would happen. You know, I would mow, he would Ted, or Dad would mow, I would Ted, or vice versa, and we would just triple team the field. And then when it came to baling, one person would be baling, the other one would be picking up the bales with the skid loader. That's how you do it. And that's why Gutterball and I feed off each other, because he may not be a real farmer, but he's got real farmers in his family, so he knows enough of how things are done.
And I've been on the back of plenty of hay and straw wagons.
Yep.
And,
I was telling my granddaughter, literally, you don't know what hot is until you're on the back of a wagon or in a barn, and all you taste is hay in your mouth for like a week, and it's so
you're
hot.
The smallest guy, so guess who is up in the hayloft at the very top?
We would have
is the hottest.
We had a conveyor at the bottom. Of course, now Dad had the easy job; he threw it on the conveyor. My brother-in-law and I just stood up there, and we had to get it. And if you weren't fast enough, and I was super small at the time. Now my brother-in-law, he goes about 6'3", 6'4", so he could reach. Here I am, like, at the time, like 5'8", 5'9". I'm like, I can't reach. You know, 14, 15, 16 years old. And then what was funny is I told the story on Thornton Valley is that my brother-in-law and I would go to the neighbor's farmer down the road if we wanted to go, like, bowling or something and we wanted to make money. We would go work for Thornton's farm, which is why I chose that map. The guy's name was Bob Thornton, and he literally was Thornton's farm, which was hilarious to me. And we'd go, and he'd pay us like $2 an hour to go work. So we would think, how many games of bowling can we play? Now, you're talking in the late 70s, early 80s, so you could bowl for a long time on a couple bucks. You know? So we would count up our pennies and say, how much was a pizza? How much was... bowling, and we'd take the girls bowling, And we'd be working till, even though we worked on a farm all day long with Dad, we would go help him do odd jobs. Like he would like have us clean the yard up, or he'd have us like one project we had to go and dig out his basement had flooded, his cellar, and we had to dig the mud, like 2.5 feet of mud that was in there for like a year. We had to go dig it out. And for those of you who don't know what work is, try getting paid like $1.50 an hour, and you're down there, and his basement was like, I couldn't even stand up, and I was tiny. So it was fun, but that's what we did, and that's what you did. That's what we did when we were kids. We just worked.
Yep, mine was hoeing beans.
Yep.
I got 10 cents a row.
Yep. So for those of you who out there think,
especially those great big fields where the rows went forever,
Ever.
Still got the same amount of money.
Yep. When my dad would hire summer help, he was so stingy with money. It was he was going to pay the guy $25 a day. That's how much he paid the guy. And now the advantage is if you're farming and it starts to rain, you only have to work a little bit. But what happens on the days that you're harvesting and you start at 8 o'clock in the morning and it's midnight and you're still going, and you still only make $25?
Right.
He was so, but you know what? We would have people lined up down the road to work.
Mm-hmm.
You know, $25 a day back then was a lot of money because it was, farmers didn't do the whole tax thing back in the day.
Right.
It'd be nice if I wasn't on my tractor.
Mine would be, well, like I said, it'd be hoeing beans, or between my trapping and hunting.
Yep.
My furs. That's how I made my money.
Yep. Like when I first got my 22, and my grandpa, I'm going to give you gun safety. Watch this. Don't hit your eye. Don't hurt nothing. Don't shoot at the target. Don't shoot at me. And that was about it. That was the extent of it. That's how farmers taught kids back in the day. I had to learn all of it.
Yep, and you got told once.
Yep.
And if you didn't learn, then the back of your head hurt.
Yeah, 100%. As like I said, I've said this story before, is my dad would say, if I have to cuff you, it's too late.
Mm-hmm.
At that point in time, and my grandfather, he didn't even tell you that. He just hit you.
Right.
That was those old farmers, Okay, so Z and E. All right, now the rest of it, I just windrow, right? I windrow the whole thing.
Yep.
Okay. And then we can start
I wonder
bale.
if I should take a little bit of that away, because this isn't going to make a whole lot of silage.
Oh, I don't care. Yeah. Let me know before I windrow it.
Yeah, let me see if I can square this up a little more. I didn't do very well on this.
See how, it's perfect that, 6 to 8 to even 10 meter equipment is perfect. So you're not using really super small. I mean, this windrower is 8.4 meters wide. Think about that in foot. I mean, that's 25 foot wide. That's crazy. Yeah, I'll let you do your thing there for a few minutes. And you believe we only have an hour left in game? How fast is this going tonight?
Know.
That's the other reason I like it. There's times when, and we talked about it too, because I had every intention of changing my intro back to the original. And Gutterball messaged me today, and he's like, which intro are you using? And I said, I think I'm using both. It's like, because what happens, as I explained to him, is when I'm by myself, your brain goes into autopilot. So I've been using that fantastic one for, 6-8 months now, at least, if not longer.
Oh, now it ain't going to flip it over.
Oh,
dang it.
That's all right.
Never mind.
We'll just do the best we can. And you know what? We can always just do this one hay and then do the whole thing silage. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but we only got 2 bales of silage. And we got, I don't know if that'll be enough to last us.
Well, it's going to take Oh, wow. Oh, it won't let you flip it now?
Uh-uh.
What about... Well, I don't want to cheat. I was going to say, what about if I planted grass and then you mow it?
That's all right. We'll see what we get here.
Let me...
Real life.
That's
Real
true.
Life. And
That's
enough
true.
we'll have to buy it.
That's true. We can go buy silage bales if we need them.
This is definitely hashtag blame gutter ball here.
Nah. I've done it myself. At least 10 times a video.
Right.
So like I said, you know, everything that you've done wrong, I've done wrong 50 times more.
It upset. It happens.
It happens. I don't know how many times I've... Like I just got done saying at the beginning of the video, I don't know how many times I've sold something thinking, I don't need it. And 5 minutes later, I'm like, darn it, I need a silage wrapper. What am I doing? So the one thing that you are teaching me is just hang on to it, Fury, for just a little bit longer. And if we go through a harvest and we still don't need it, then we'll sell it.
Yeah, I try not to sell much of anything the first year.
Right.
Because by then by the time you start that second year, you're usually set up pretty well. You know what you need and what you don't.
Right. Because I think that what I'll do is I will windrow the grass side first so that you can wrap the silage bales first because they take the longest to ferment. And then I'll windrow the hay because if you want, we can do that simulation where it is farm sim. The next order of business would be we could ted it and then let it sit, and then like early afternoon tomorrow we'll ted it again. You know, I'm not above doing that. That's a simulation as well. It's called Farming Simulator for a reason.
I don't care. What it ain't. Well, I mean, we really, really don't need the hay right now,
Nope.
right? They're good on feed.
Yeah,
we will, 'cause since this is the last day that we're doing of this month, we will need it, though.
Yeah.
Next series.
Next episode, right. So, if we want, we could bale this silage up for today, get it off the field. Now, here's the other thing I was going to ask you. Because of instead of coming in the field and grabbing and wrapping in the field with your silage, okay? Just follow me on this one. If you took the grass bales over to the silage wrapper and wrapped them in the yard, and the reason why I say that is otherwise you're going to need the blue thing to pick up the silage bales with.
Right.
Which is fine. It's not like we got a lot of money. We'll just bale them here, and then I'll grab them with the blue thing. And I think that blue thing opens up farther, doesn't it? The Big A was using it, and you were like, did you know that opens up farther?
Oh, the forks?
Yeah, the ones to pick up the silage bales with.
Yeah. Yeah, that spreads open farther.
Okay. See, guys, as everybody always asks, like, how do you do an hour video? Because we're laughing hysterically through most of it, and then you're done. And next thing you know, you look up, it's like you only got like 40 minutes left. It's great. That's the way it should be.
Yeah, if we're not laughing and joking, then we're discussing business.
Yep. And if you're not having fun, your videos are going to drag. They really, really are.
So I tell the wife I need out of that truck. I'm not having fun in it anymore.
Yep. I mean, don't get me wrong. Truck driving it could be a very lucrative business, but it's also a young man's game too.
Yeah.
Because now you're getting to the age where you want to be home with the wife. You want to kind of relax and play farm sim. You don't want to be driving truck all day long.
Yeah, it's getting too dangerous. Way too dangerous.
Yeah, it really is too. That was the other thing is, that's why I always tell you every day, be safe, because you can't control other people. I know you'll do well for yourself. It's other people out there I worry about.
That's why I tell her every night I go to bed, because I leave out too early. I give her a kiss, tell her I love her, because I don't know if I'm making it home that next day or
That's the one thing that my wife and I told each other when we first got married, is that no matter what happens in the course of the day, every night before we go to bed, we say I love you, because you never know.
Right. I don't care if I'm mad at her or she's mad at me. It ends right there.
As soon as you go to bed, it ends. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's I'm happy to hear. I think we're going to get more bales than you think, more silage bales out of this than you think.
It does look awfully thick, don't it?
It's really good yield. I'm very impressed with it, to be honest with you.
Good.
Now, I'll leave that hay there, because we don't need the hay today, right? We'll need it for October. Right? That's what you said, right? So
yes, sir.
We'll leave that, and then we'll come and we'll ted it first before we windrow it. And remember, too, Gutterball, that we don't have to let the grass get to stage, 4. We can mow it after 2 if we really need silage bales.
True.
I mean, I've done that before where you're like, oh, I absolutely need silage bales. And it was like, you don't have any money to buy them, so you're like, I'm mowing this.
Mm-hmm.
There. Well, the silage side is windrowed. I'll put this back, and then I will grab the front loader, and I'm going to head down to the store, and I got to buy that thing, right, to pick up the silage bales with?
I thought we had it here.
Do we have one of the blue ones? I know we have forks, but you really can't grab silage bales with the bale forks.
Right. I don't know. I don't see it.
You know what's funny?
I know. Check the.
We might have had it, and
equipment.
I probably sold it. No one in my luck. Let's see. Windrowers, tedders, mowers. I have the manure fork for the bales, but I can't use those right now. Set that on not 180, the one below it, 150. No, wait a minute. Hang on a second. Let me check. I gotta shut up for a minute. Yeah, because our wrapper only does to 150.
Okay.
So, put this away.
Got it at 150.
And then I'll come behind you and I'll wrap the bales that you make. And then they'll be fermenting, which is good. And then they can sit right in the field, to be honest with you. We did that many a years. We just left technically, contrary to belief, you can leave straw and hay bales in the field. As long as they have netting on them and they stay in one position. Like, I wouldn't want to pick them up and then roll them around because that gets them wet. Now, what will happen is the snow and everything else will accumulate on one side of them, but the rest of the bale stays dry.
Right.
So we can simulate that. We don't even have to grab them. We can grab them as we need them. Right before we mow, we'd have to get them off there. Which reminds me, where is... Oh, our bale wrapper's in the other shed. And then I still got to take... Well, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I've just... Yeah, we're going to get a lot of it. Bales.
Oh, yeah. 150 bales are tiny. I usually use 180 bales, but you have to get a special wrapper, the sausage wrapper.
Yeah.
That's the only one that does it. Man, this is just... Doesn't this just feel right?
Mm-hmm.
It just absolutely feels right. This whole series. Our farm is set up the way it should be. Like, it's just crazy.
Ooh.
Oh, wow. Already 2 bales? Oh, yeah. See, you didn't do too bad of a problem. This bale is not supported here? What size do you have it on?
150.
Wait a minute here. Why does it say this bale is not supported? Okay. What did we do wrong here? 125 or 150. It's a silage wrapper. It's the Viacon. Really?
And you're positive it said 150?
Yeah, just looked again. I'll look one last time. Bale wrapper. It says 125 to 150. Oh, yeah. Silage 125 to 150.
Yeah.
Grass bales.
You got the PTO and all that?
I don't think it takes a
Hooked up on
PTO. I just know that I just messed up because it grabbed the bale, but it folded it the other way. Okay, everybody, turn your head. I got to use super strength for 2 seconds. Yeah, it says 7,500 grass bale. It might be too big. It might be too big. Am I doing this right? Wait a minute. That's never looked like that before, has it? Let's see. Let's fold this. Unfold it. Do I have everything hooked up that I could?
That's what I'm wondering.
It's only wires. Does that take netting? I don't think so. Jump in there and see if you can. I'll keep bailing for a while, and if we have to, we'll have to buy another baler. Because our bale wrapper, we might have to buy the bigger one. Yeah, you got it on 150. Oh, that first bale was 7,500. I'll bet you if you go to the next one, it'll pick it up. Because this is now 5,500. Yeah, that's 75.
I wonder why it made that first one so much bigger, because I've had it on the 150 from the get-go.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it's just weird. Yep, see?
Yeah.
So that first bale there is going to have to be sold. Or just hung out, because I don't think you can give your the cows grass bales. Now we could save it for when we ever get sheep.
Right.
We just like, see, you're rubbing off on me.
Good, because you rubbed off on me. So.
There, so it's picking up those wraps now.
Yeah. I wish there's a way that you could, like, cut that and,
I think you can, right? You would think, right? I think
it'd be nice. You could cut it and unroll it and then rebale it.
Is it under my external settings? You know what I mean? Where there's a...
I don't know.
If you go like on mine, F12, and then... Isn't there a spot where you can cut open bales? Show bale location. Remove bale. Oh, I don't want to remove bales, that's for sure.
No.
Oops. Add bale. Let's see. You can't do it, huh? I know I can pick it up, and which would be... I thought it looked awful big when I rolled up to it, but I wasn't thinking. I just thought, huh. Yeah. Try my settings again here. Because I thought there was a thing that said cut open bale. Thing you have to have.
I know there's a mod that you can do that.
Yeah, which we could do eventually.
Man, you gotta worry about. We'll just sell that one. It's only one.
Yeah, that's true. It look at the difference in size of it, though.
Uh-huh.
That had to have been 180, and you might have had it switched, but I've had that happen where the baler just doesn't recognize it.
Right.
I had to shut the baler off so I didn't go into the hay and start baling the hay. We're actually getting quite a few bales off this. More than what I thought we would.
Right.
We're going to get a ginormous amount of hay bales, though.
It cracks me up every time you do the ginormous. I've never heard that before.
I started saying that because my granddaughter says it.
Oh.
She says, that cow is ginormous. Oh, yeah, he's big. She's big. She'll run you over, too. If you get in the way of her food or her babies, she'll run you over.
Get it? Get it.
I do like how the texture of this grass is different than the texture of the meadow grass.
Right. Right.
I don't think I'm going to get 5,000 off that last little bit. This will be my... Man, I got spoiled. I was on Thornton. I'm using square bales.
I know. That's all I use anymore. I don't like round bales.
I like them for stacking, but I don't like them for... you have to stop all the time, unless you get the Viacon fast baler.
Yeah, but you know what? That hasn't been working very well.
No?
Mm-mm.
All right, we'll put this away, and, well, we're right here. We have to stop as soon as you wrap that one.
Oh, perfect time.
Yeah, that was awesome.
See?
That worked out.
We know what we're doing.
Nobody sees this. Nobody sees this.
Hide it in the trees.
Nah, I'm just going to put it over here so it's not in the way of anything, and when we get a chance, we'll sell it. That happens. All right, everybody. So we did it. We made it to the end of episode 4. And the only reason I know is because we do 2 a weekend. So episode 4, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 silage bales. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
That'll work. That'll work.
And we got our field seeded, and we got our hay ready to go. We're going to come the next morning and ted it again, and then we'll windrow it and bale it. So that'll give us something to do the next episode. And we can always plow this field in so we can fertilize. That gives us something to do. We'll find something to do. We always have stuff to do. And on that note, guys, be sure to look out for yourselves, look out for each other, and most importantly, look out for each other's families. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Hit the little notification ding bell so you get notified when Fury and Gutterball drop a video. And if you're in a good spot, be sure to join the Fury Machine Gaming immediate family. You will be then my brothers and sisters. Costs 99 cents a month, and you're in like Flint. Gives you access to videos and tutorials and merchandise coming. And on that note, I love you all. And as usual, Gutterball gets the last word, and we'll get him on his way.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for spending this hour with us. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care of yourselves and take care of everyone else if they need it. Help anybody else out that you know or even if you don't know. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy the weekend. And we will talk to you guys on the next video.
Yes, yes, yes. And on that note, guys, we are out. Love, love, love you all, and have a great one.